not want to know how many times I've attempted to film this introduction. I lost this clip. I lost my introductory clip in the last couple months. I have no idea what happened to it for this video, so now I have to sit here and refilm it and act like I knew what I was talking about, because I don't. Anyway, hi, it's Brianna Ray from BriIY. That was cringily rhyming, but today I'm going to be bringing you a trying something for the first time, also a recreation of a product that's kind of functional. Long story short, I'm kind of into tarot decks. I kind of have a nice little collection of them over here, and after a while I started kind of collecting them for myself. I was gifted my first one, I know that's the rule, but I found this set on Etsy that I absolutely loved. It is beautiful. It has this gold leafing on the side and these kind of like pink and gold constellation designs on them. The art is absolutely stunning, and I really wanted to show them off, but unfortunately they just kind of came in a bag. They didn't even really come in a box, and they were just kind of sitting out so I could see the pretty. And I needed something that allowed me to put them on display a little bit better. So I was scrolling through Etsy, as I do, and I found this, which is stunning and beautiful. It's like a crystal deck holder that's made out of resin. And I was sitting there thinking, oh, I'm gonna order this. And then I found a mold making kit on Amazon, and I was like, wow, I should just make it myself. And as I have the unfiltered confidence of Kanye West, I thought I can totally recreate that and make it look just as good. Does it look just as good? I don't know, but I'm proud of it either way. So without further ado, let's roll the footage.
I also think this is going to be a fantastic way to use some of this super old polymer clay that I had, this like 50-cent bake shop clay that I got from Walmart. It's just a little extra squishy, and I don't know if it's the vibe. I'm actually gonna grab like a mat really quickly so that I don't ruin my wood here. All right, we're gonna start with the base. I do have just some tape roll here that I think is gonna be a good size. It's gonna hang off the sides a little bit, but that's perfectly okay with me. It's gonna be leaning anyway. I just needed a circle to kind of work with here, and I'm gonna use this color because I don't really see myself using it a whole bunch going forward. And thankfully, like I said, this clay is like super moldable, really squishy, like as soon as you pull it out of the container. So I'm not gonna have to worry about conditioning it all too long, which is great for me. I also don't want this to be too thin, so I might I also thankfully don't have to really worry about burning this either if I leave it in too long, because some pieces are going to be thicker than others, because this is not the final piece. The mold is going to be the final piece. Alright, so I've kind of got this vibe going on here. It's not perfect, but I imagine I should be able to go in and make some adjustments once I have it kind of encased in resin. Right now I'm just kind of going around the edges, smoothing out some of these creases, because I do believe that they're all going to transfer into the mold, and I want to keep it as smooth as possible. Alright, I have a timer going for about 30 minutes because it says to go for 15 minutes about every 1/4 inch. And I know these guys are standing up, but I think thickness wise, like width, they're still only about a 1/2 inch. So maybe that's like the thickest one at like maybe 5/8, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So I think 30 minutes will be a good starting point. And I'll double check if anything needs reinforcements to make sure nothing falls off during the molding process. So I will come back when it's ready to go. So I think it turned out pretty okay. I did, however, find out, if you can notice, it's a little bit wider over here and a little bit thinner over here, which means, unfortunately, now my whole deck does not fit. And I can put a good chunk of it in, just not all of it. I think definitely would want to like bend this guy back a little. Oh, I just ripped it off. Of course I did. Naturally. Well, let's see if that made a difference. Not really, because the ones in the front too are a little bit in the way. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can actually cut some of this with an X-Acto. Let's see how it goes. All right, not too bad. It does actually fit now. It stands up nice, and even a little bit of an angle. And I am going to try to put this guy back in here, just, you know, for me, really. All right, I did a fair bit of prep work here, specifically finding where I wanted the molds to kind of sit in. I don't want to waste a lot of this product, so I kind of stuffed the bottom of this cup so that I don't have to use all of it. I measured about how much liquid fits in the rest of this so that I would know exactly how much to put in these measuring cups that came with my kit. And then of course I have my part B, my part A, a nice little thing laid down, gloves on, you know, I've got it all figured out really. So it looks like in the directions, I have to mix everything slowly together in a 1-to-1 ratio, whoops, for 3 to 5 minutes at room temperature. And then I have about 40 minutes of working time. Okay, so we're gonna go up to the full like 240 milliliters. So we're gonna go up to 120, which is this like half line first. And then we'll take the B all the way up to the top as well. All right, we mixed for about 4 minutes. So now I'm actually going to pour this in first. All right, here we go. Round 2. Let's just see how it works. Another day, another $1, and a functioning mold. I did already take it out because I knew it was going to take a hot minute. It certainly did, but we got it out of here. Ugh. We did, at least for a brief moment. Come on, there it goes. I did kind of wash it off because there was a little bit of dog and cat hair all over it, as you would imagine, in my house. But yeah, it's a little bit off center and there's still some like holes in it from where like the edge kind of met. So I'm just going to do the responsible thing and hot glue that baby closed. At least to keep it from leaking out, and I can always clean it up later. Alright, so it does sit up pretty nicely. I already measured about how much liquid fits in there, and just to again prevent as much leaking as possible, I have obviously these hot glue dots covering some of the rip/slashed hairs, and I will be putting it back in this container, but it's fine. We have the mold, that's what we came here for. I also have my J-Diction Deep Pour resin, and I am going to get this started. So to create this crystal-like effect, I am going to be using this like flaky iridescent glitter. I'm going to be doing a couple drops of this pearl white alcohol ink just to kind of add like some sort of cloudier vibes in here, and it's about 2 ounces to fill up this guy. So it'll fill up to about here to go the whole thing. Unfortunately for me, I have no way to measure that first ounce. Wait, I do. I have tiny cups. Hold on. I have these from the mold making kit. So I think I'm just going to use it then. And if anything's left over in there, that's fine. I'll just let it harden and dispose of it properly. So let's get into the resin. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely loving the way that this is looking. I have a bubble there that I need to pop, but other than that, I'm really excited. So let's let this sit for 24 hours and play another round of the waiting game, and hopefully when I come back, we will have a functioning deck display. Oh my god, guys, it is the moment of truth. She's hard, the glitter didn't sink to the bottom, and I should be able to peel this baby out eventually. It's gonna be the hard part, isn't it? Let me tap this on the ground a little bit. Oh, it required a couple of good taps. We did get a little bit of leakage over here, which I don't love, but got this, which is weirdly cool at the bottom. But if that's all that leaked, that's really not too bad. You guys, it worked. It happened, and it's so beautiful. I maybe wish it was a little more warm toned in the iridescence. Also, it's a little bit cloudy on top. I think this is a result of the texture from the clay that kind of made it like this. It just kind of looks like an opalescent sort of thing. It's obviously a lot clearer on the bottom compared to how cloudy it is on the top, but it also might be from the pearlescent alcohol ink that I used. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it looks so good. And I'm super excited, so I'm gonna go set this up on the shelf and we'll be done. And here we have it all set up with my reading tarot cards. This is kind of how it works, is it holds the cards like this. This is my tinier deck, and it obviously holds them, which is fantastic. I'm gonna try it with the bigger deck. Look at how stunning it is. Oh my god, it looks so good. It is exactly what I had hoped for. It's not an exact perfect replica of the one that I found on Etsy, but it's pretty darn close, and it definitely does the job. So I am loving it. I love the way that it turned out, and I'm super excited to have my cards on display now. That is all I had for you today. I wanted to thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!